Lonnie and John for My 600-Pound Life, Season 8, Episode 1 that premiered in 2020. John is 34 years old, he has a wife and a son, and he says that everything hurts all the time, all day, and he has intense cravings, especially for chili dogs. His brother Lonnie is 35 years old, a hairdresser, and says that his body just kind of makes him feel like not like a human, and he avoids mirrors at all costs, which is very difficult being a hairdresser, and you often have to look in the mirror with your client. But he says that it's very difficult to stand there and work all day, and it's just very taxing on his body. Their father growing up was a truck driver, and he was addicted to substances that are very fast. And they say that he chose that over them. Their parents separated, and so their mom had to work a bunch more in order to support everybody. They were partially raised by their grandparents, but they said just that their mom wasn't around very much. Around the age of 6, Lonnie started getting seizures, and he was diagnosed with epilepsy because of a tumor on his brain. The meds that he was given made him very sick, which kept him at a low weight, but eventually at some point, they just kind of went away, his seizures did. So they weaned him off of the epilepsy medicine, and then when that was gone, his cravings all came back, and he started to put on weight. Around 8 or 9 years old, both of them were 200 pounds. Their mom got remarried, and their stepfather was just not a very good person, according to them, and did not like Lonnie and John. At 16, Lonnie came out. His mother did not approve. His brother did not approve, and it started to kind of put a rift between them. To cope with all of this, Lonnie began to start eating more, and at 19, he was 450 pounds. When John was 18 years old, he reached out to his biological father, who was now sober at this time, apologized, said he felt like really bad for what he had done to his sons. The father reached out to Lonnie and said, "I love you exactly the way you are. Whoever you are, I love you, son." The brothers and the father, and they all started to rebuild their relationship, but very sadly, a few years later, he would pass away. When John was 32 years old, he met his wife Amber, who had a son from a previous relationship. John would go on to adopt him, and he says that he wants to be more present in his son's life. In month 1, the brothers go to Houston. They go to see Dr. Now. Lonnie is 612 pounds. John is 686 pounds. And Dr. Now gives both of them the goal to lose 80 pounds each in the next 2 months. The brothers are trying to work out together, to swim together, but John doesn't have a lot of clothes. He brings him 2 giant bags, and so now John has some new clothes. He has some swim trunks. And so now they can continue to work out, to swim, all that kind of stuff together. Month 3, John is 619 pounds. And that is a recent weight loss of 67 pounds. Lonnie is 560 pounds, and that is a weight loss of 52 pounds. Dr. Now is happy, but he's like, you obviously haven't made all of the changes because you could have lost like twice as much if you had. So he gives them the goal to each lose 60 pounds in the next 2 months. Lonnie's birthday is coming up, and he says that, like, I guess I'm only going to have carrots for my birthday. And Dr. Now's like, yes, carrots, not carrot cake. It is month 4, the brothers are meal prepping together, they are working out together, they're going on walks and stuff like that. It is month 5, John is 569 pounds, a recent weight loss of 50 pounds, 117 in total. Lonnie is 504 pounds, recent weight loss of 56 pounds, 108 in total. John has gone from a size 7X to a 3X, and both of them are approved for weight loss surgery. Month 6, it is surgery day, and both of them get the gastric sleeve. John's goal is to lose 35 pounds in the first month because he'll be on a liquid diet, and then 25 pounds after that for every month until he gets closer to his goal. Dr. Now also fixes Lonnie's hernia, and he says that in the first month, because you'll be on a liquid diet, your goal is 25 pounds and then 15 pounds every month after that until you get closer to your goal. It is month 7, Lonnie is 453 pounds, and that is a total weight loss of 160 pounds. John is 515 pounds, and that is a total weight loss of 172 pounds. They have like a family dinner with their mom, and unfortunately their mom is not being supportive. She's saying that the chicken and vegetables looks disgusting and that all she wants is rolls with butter, and that's all she's going to be able to eat. And both of them are sad that their mom is not being more supportive of their journey. It is month 8. John is 493 pounds, recent weight loss of 22 pounds, 193 total. And he also says that his wife Amber has lost around 25 pounds. Lonnie is 446 pounds, recent weight loss of 7 pounds, 166 in total. He brings up some things that are going on as to why his weight loss has not been as much, and so Dr. Now's like, I think it's time for therapy. John and Lonnie both sit down with their mom, and they confront her just about a bunch of things from their childhood and stuff, and it seems like she's really receptive to the feedback, and they all make a goal to work on themselves and to communicate more. Month 10, Lonnie is 409 pounds, recent weight loss of 37 pounds, 204 in total, and his target weight is 200 pounds. John is 439 pounds, recent weight loss of 54, 247 in total, and his goal weight is 180 pounds. It is month 11, Lonnie says that he has a lot more stamina, he can stand and walk and do all the things for a lot longer. And Lonnie says, I'm going to take my brother shopping when he gets under 400 pounds. John is able to play with his son more, and also he and his wife are able to lay in the same bed for the first time in a very long time. Month 12, Lonnie is 368 pounds, and that is a total weight loss of 245 pounds. John is 393 pounds. That is a total weight loss of 294 pounds, and the two go shopping together and buy some new clothes together. John and Lonnie from My 600 Pound Life, Where Are They Now episode, and this was season 8, episode 1 that premiered in 2022. We are now going into the second year of their journey, the first month, and John's weight loss has started to slow a little bit. He's trying to get out there more, play ball with his son. The next month they go to see Dr. Now. Lonnie is 336 pounds, recent weight loss of 32 pounds, 276 in total. John is 374 pounds, recent weight loss of 19 pounds, 312 in total. Dr. Now says, you're slipping a little bit, John. I need you to get back on it, get back to the basics, do the things. When both of you are under 300 pounds, we will start to talk about some skin removal surgeries. So John and his son, they start working out together. They're lifting the weights. They're really encouraging one another. We are now going to zoom ahead into technically like year 3 of their journey, because this was March of 2020. We all know what happened. So all of production shut down, and it is now the next year. Lonnie says that his mobility is great. He's in a 29 gene. He was a size 66 before. John is now 231 pounds, a recent weight loss of 143 pounds over the last year-ish. And that is 456 in total. Dr. Now says you probably have anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds of excess skin, but I need you to lose just a little more weight, about 20 pounds, and then we will schedule your surgery. Lonnie is 181 pounds. That is a weight loss over the last year of 155 pounds, 431 in total. He is approved for skin removal surgery, and they are going to do his lower chest and his stomach/back area. But Dr. Now actually says to him, I need you to do the opposite. You are a little bit too skinny, and so I need you to bulk up, add a few pounds, and then also put on a little bit of muscle before your surgery. The next month, they are working out at the gym together, working on bulking up and losing the weight. In month 3, Lonnie is 193 pounds. He gets his skin removal surgery, and they take off 9 pounds in excess skin. John is 222 pounds, a recent weight loss of 8 pounds, but that is not the 20 that Dr. Now wanted. But he says, instead of on your stomach, which is where I need you to lose the weight, we're going to go ahead and do your arms for right now. The next month, it is surgery day for John. He is 217 pounds, a recent weight loss of 6 pounds, 470 in total. And the skin they remove from his arms is 24 inches by 8 inches tall. It is around 3 pounds in total. In month 6, Lonnie has started to date someone. They are actually already living together. He says he wants to get more surgeries with Dr. Now for the skin removal, and he and his brother and his brother's family, they have like a little breakfast together. John now has a job, and both of the brothers say that they wish they had more time with one another, but they understand that each of them are busy with their own things now. Lonnie is 176 pounds, which is a recent 7-pound weight loss, 436 in total. And Dr. Now again says, you're approved for your next surgery, but keep putting on the muscle, please. John is 216 pounds, a recent weight gain of 2 pounds, 470 weight loss in total. And Dr. Now's like, get back on the program. I need you to lose 8 pounds before we can do your stomach. In month 8, John only lost 2 of the 8 pounds, so he's not approved for surgery, but Lonnie is, so they go ahead and they move forward with his next surgery. He gets his arms done, and that is 4 pounds that they take off of his arms. In month 10, it is time for Lonnie's skin removal surgery on his legs. He is currently 173 pounds. Total weight loss of 439 pounds. He has varicose veins, so it makes the surgery a little bit more difficult, but they end up taking over 7 pounds off of him. Month 11, Lonnie is cleared to exercise, and so he starts at the gym with a personal trainer. It has now been 3 years since they started their weight loss journey. John is finally approved for skin removal surgery. He's 208 pounds, a total weight loss of 478 pounds, and they remove 17 pounds from his waist and his lower back. So his final weigh-in on the show is 191 pounds, a 495-pound total weight loss, and Dr. Now says in about 6 to 8 weeks, if he wants to have his legs done, he can. And as a reminder, Lonnie is currently 166 pounds and a total weight loss of 446 pounds. The next month, John and Amber, they go on a little date together. And then the following month, the family, they go on a fishing trip together. Lonnie and his boyfriend, they go on a date. And Lonnie says that he felt that he wasn't deserving of love when he was at his largest size. And then the brothers, they go to this racetrack, and Lonnie is being like very conservative with the racing, and John is not, but they have a really good bonding time together. The show stopped filming in 2021, 2022, so it's been a few years. So what are they up to? John lives a pretty quiet life. He doesn't really post much on social media. He does have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, but the stuff isn't really recent. He did post that his son is now 15 years old. They still have a great relationship. He's still very proud of him. The brothers are still in one another's lives, and they are still always working on their relationship and growing together. John says that at one time he was actually 731 pounds, so his actual total weight loss was 540 pounds. And he says that he is keeping the weight off, and he just keeps at it every single day, sticks to the basics, keeps tracking, keeps exercising, and he's doing great. Lonnie is the complete opposite, and he is very present on social media. You can catch him mostly on his TikTok, on his Instagram, and it is just, his username is just his name, which I'll put right here. He's also been keeping the weight off. He is still doing great. He posts his meals occasionally, and he's just really sticking with it. Richard is no longer his boyfriend because he's his husband. Yes, the pair did get married, looks like late last year. The brother and his family were in attendance, so everybody was there. And Lonnie comes on social media basically every day and opens up about the show, about his life, just general thoughts. And so he's like all of us, just kind of talks about his daily life and just his journey, his weight loss, his fitness, everything like that. And so I really enjoyed these episodes. I enjoyed seeing kind of the dynamic between the two of them, how they really helped one another, and how they definitely grew and flourished in their own lives. And I truly wish both of them the best. I hope they keep up with this great new life that they have made for themselves, and I hope that everything continues to go great for them.